Usha Jagdish Asher. She is the owner and managing director of Vitality Wellness and Spa. Her deep passion for beauty and wellness, nurtured since childhood, led her to spend 14 invaluable years working with the leading wellness brand in the Kingdom of Bahrain. She gained comprehensive experience in every facet of women's health and beauty. 3 years ago, she launched her dream, Vitality Wellness and Spa, with the mission to create a truly warm and welcoming sanctuary. Her experienced team and she are dedicated to providing quality service with a genuine smile, ensuring every woman who walks through their doors is treated like a queen. Her motto, we welcome you to embrace wellness with us. Usha Jagdish Asher. Hi everyone, once again here I am Preeti Praveen with all of you, and today we have someone very special. This is saying beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, and today we have someone with us who's as beautiful as she can be, and she has taken an oath to make everyone around her to look beautiful, graceful and elegant as she is. So please welcome with me, this is Usha Jagdish Asher, whom I lovingly called Usha ji. Hi Ushaji, how are you?
Hi Preeti, how are you?
I'm doing good, and thank you once again for being here with me on my podcast.
Yes, thank you for having me. I think this was something that we've planned for a long time. And I'm so glad that I'm doing it with you.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. Okay, to start with, so what actually made you, or what thought came in your mind that you want to step into this wellness and beauty industry?
I would say it's kind of being like a childhood obsession. I've always been very obsessed with, beauty in general, hair, nails, skin. And I've always been very, very passionate. And the best part was I actually discovered it by chance. Sometimes you don't know really what
You are.
passionate about. And then when it comes to you, God shows you the way. I'm really a big and firm believer that, God shows you the path that you've been, chosen to do. He chooses the path for you. You've got to walk on it and work on it.
And there's a saying, opportunities will come and knock your door, but it's up to you to
exactly.
open the door and walk.
Absolutely, yes.
That's so nice. And I know, but don't you think so? This industry is so big to explore.
Yeah.
So, what made you to focus on this aspect only?
Yeah, so basically, the whole concept itself, it's actually really a very big growing market, if you notice.
Yes.
People are much more aware, they are more they are more concerned about the way they look. Women are more focused. I think women are looking more and more younger, prettier. Don't you agree? Yes.
I do.
Example is you. Yes.
Thank you.
Women are so conscious nowadays, they want to be well groomed, they want to be well maintained. I think wellness is going to be a very, very big industry. It's actually on a very big growing path.
Oh.
Yes.
So, what were the challenges that you faced during the starting when you were starting this?
There was a certain vision I had in my mind, and the challenges were many. One of the many challenges I faced was actually building my team. Somebody where I could, find these kind of amazing people to work with, would actually follow my strategy, or, they could be kind of imbibing what I want to do. And, this was something really difficult. Preeti, the main thing when you start an organization is to find your dream team. This is one of the things.
Point to be noted.
Yes, this is one of the things, to find your dream team, to find people who work for you or work with you are aligned with your beliefs. And this is something that has been a continuous process.
And I think you're blessed with that.
Yes, I am. I truly am. My team is wonderful, especially, Kushi, my daughter. My partner, he's very, very supportive as well. So, of course, I have a wonderful team. I always tell people that nobody can be successful without, their army, without their team.
The pillars need to be strong.
Yeah, the pillars need to be strong. That's really, really very important to have a very good and amazing supporting team.
Oh, that's nice. So, how was your own personal journey? How did you shape yourself to go ahead in this path?
A very amazing thing was, and that has really formed me, has been this wonderful country, the Kingdom of Bahrain. I'm so grateful to this country, to the people, to the government, that are so supportive. As you know, I've worked with VLCC for many, many years, and actually, I'm also very grateful to them because, I shaped into this person, it's because of them. So definitely this has been a very, very big part of my journey.
Definitely Bahrain, island of pearls, and as the pearls are white in color, so is the life in Bahrain. It's so peaceful, harmonious,
Yes.
productive, fulfilling in many, many ways, and it's a beautiful country to visit. Do come in case if you have not visited Bahrain till now.
I agree.
So, okay, what changes do you see in today's beauty and wellness world, as compared to a couple of years back?
I think actually it's grown immensely. It's grown immensely. And I also feel that people are looking at more holistic ways in beauty.
Yes.
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 And I think that has been brought forward by the COVID pandemic. After COVID, everybody started. They turned to more holistic, organic things. People are more aware. People are more aware about the products. Are we using chemical-free products or not? For example, what happened with gel polishes recently, right? So people are questioning. People are more aware. They're more intelligent, and of course, the onset of the internet. We all are so aware, so educated.
It's in our blood now. Can't help it.
Absolutely. There's so much information out there that it has tremendously changed the beauty game. It has. People want perfection in everything. And I think that's how it's been a game changer.
It's not about the perfection also. Now they want the softness of the nature as well.
Absolutely.
That is what actually has come into the picture after COVID.
And I also think people are really looking for more customized solutions. It's not like one size fits all, or one treatment fits all. People are looking at something that's good for them. So when somebody comes to Vitality Wellness and
the
Spa,
individual attention is needed. That's what they demand for.
Exactly. When somebody comes to Vitality, as you know, we do a proper consultation. We'll actually, really look into what a person needs.
Believe me, I'm one of their client or a friend or whatever they want to call me as. I have been in Vitality, and the moment you enter the salon, you will find, everyone around you asking you, telling you, somebody offering you coffee or water, and then one therapist coming and asking you what exactly you want to look forward, and then the consultation is being done as it is in a hospital, like what exactly should be given and should be told to the client, and pocket friendly as well. So yes.
Thank you, Preeti. Yes, you're our live testimony.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Now coming to some kind of misconceptions that people have. So there are many myths surrounded, around this beauty and wellness field. So how do you break it? How do you want to put in front of the people?
The idea is that whenever a client or a customer walks into your spa or salon, it is to educate them. I really believe in that. Too much information is not enough. It's fine. It's okay. It's not a secret. I want to share, what knowledge I have acquired over the years. I want to share it with my clients. I want to tell them what is a product made of, how is it going to impact them, what is going to be the benefit of it. Or if they ask me something, and I would definitely tell them, no, this is not good for you. So for me, it's really, really important to educate your client and to give a proper clarity and honesty. Very, very important. In any profession, that. If you're honest with your client or customer, definitely people will trust you and come back.
Okay. So Now, can you share us a few of your personal secrets of beauty and wellness that you imply on yourself?
I think a very important thing I would feel is that you've got to absolutely love yourself. That's very important, Preeti. You have to love yourself. You've got to take care of your body. You've got to take care of your soul. I think it's really, really important. A little bit of time that you give to yourself, every day. One of the most amazing things that I experience, I'm so thankful to God for that, is like a slow morning. When you're in the morning, you're reflecting on your life, you're praying, you're actually healing your soul. When you do that, I think it really makes you an amazing person. I think you are ready to face the world after that. Any challenge that comes your way, you can do it because you have faith in yourself that you'd be able to do it.
What are the new techniques or the products that have been launched in the market which people should know?
A lot of new treatments or techniques that have been launched in the market, as I was telling you, antioxidant products for the hair, which is really amazing. Even I've now started to learn a lot more that even our hair is aging. So, we've also got to start doing that. And also, a lot of organic treatments are out there, and I think the latest fad is the Korean skincare. My God, it's all over. And an ode to that is what we've launched our Korean hair spa
I have
at
recently
Vitality.
ordered
Yes,
a few
I'm
products.
sure. And we've started a special section at Vitality Wellness and Spa, which is
I need to try
actually-
it out.
You must, and it's a beautiful Korean spa again with an amazing antioxidant hair treatment, which is really so beneficial for the hair. So actually, I've combined both the things, and we've started something very new, and I'm really, really so happy with that.
Okay, so I need to take an appointment with her very soon.
Everybody should.
Everybody should. Okay, but now see, so many treatments and so many products are there in the market, but how do we decide which one is suitable for me?
Exactly. That's where I said that it's not one size fits all. Whenever you go to a spa or a salon or a treatment center, I think there should be a personalized plan for you, right? You should be treated as a person,
Yeah.
not as somebody who's just going to take the service and go. No, there should be a proper consultation process. The team should be well aware, of what kind of skin you have, what's suitable for you. It's always good to start with a smaller thing and then build on to something bigger, right? If somebody has a dry, dehydrated skin, we need to treat them like that. If somebody's got a very sensitive scalp, we need to treat it like that. So, of course, the place that where you're going also should have that kind of knowledge in that product, right? So I always believe that if you're going to a spa or a salon, I think they need to be knowledgeable, and that's where the role of training comes in.
No, that reminds me of your hair specialist. When I asked, actually my hair they were damaged, and I asked like I want to get the highlights done, and she said like I'll try it first, and I know it's not going to work, but for your satisfaction, I'll
I
try it out
told
and
you.
show it to you. Within 10 minutes, she said no, we are not doing it. Your hair they're going to get more damaged. This is not the way.
It's about being ethical, right?
Yeah.
It's not just about money. It's about being ethical. It's about giving an honest.
I was very keen to have
consultation,
highlights again done, and she said no.
In fact, I was
She bluntly
telling-
told me no, I will not do it for
It
you.
should be a very honest consultation where we're not afraid to tell the client no.
Yeah.
I would be very like we recently had a client. I just want to say a small anecdote. She had just recently gone completely blonde, and then she wanted to come in for straightening. And I said, no, you have to come in for a strand test, and I would really not advise you to do it. She said, no, I want to do it. It means to say you are not confident. I said, no, ma'am, I'm very confident. And I am confident enough to tell you no.
No.
Yes. So sometimes no is the answer, and we shouldn't be afraid to do it because the trust that you will gain will be immense. It's going to be immense.
No, that's why I trust them.
Yes.
I really trust you and your team so beautifully because I know
Yeah.
because I had a knowledge or I had an interest or I wanted to look like something. So I told like I want to do
Absolutely.
something like this. Then
Yeah.
you people came ahead and said, no, this is not going to work for you. Stop it. No, we are not going to do it.
Yes. So that's really, really very important.
Okay. Now, when we are talking about the organic products and everything,
what are the new technologies or the advancements that have happened in this arena?
In this arena, what has happened is that we've started to go back to nature. My sister Rita, she's in Dubai. She's a wonderful organic skin and hair care formulator.
Okay.
And her brand is Purple Swan, and actually we use a lot of her products here, and they are totally chemical free. So this has been something really wonderful. It's been like a learning process from her as well. We've recently reintroduced our aromatherapy facial. It's wonderful. You should come and try it. You will love it. I know. And it's really amazing. And of course, our very, very amazing and popular treatment is the Moringa hair treatment, which is a combination of so many different herbs. And it has been like a really big game changer because women wanted something organic for their hair and something which is going to help them grow their hair, make them regular to come. And they feel that they're seeing the difference. So as I said, people are turning to holistic remedies for their hair, skin and body.
The world is round.
Yes, it's going
The
to come
process
back.
is actually we are coming back. We from nature we went to chemicals, and I think we are back
Again?
to the nature
Absolutely.
again. And directly or indirectly, thanks to COVID.
Yes, I know.
It
Yeah,
really
the
brought
pandemic-
back
the pandemic
really brought the
COVID,
nature
yeah,
back.
It taught us a lot. It did. It was an eye opener.
Okay. So, what is the skincare that you would advise women for a daily routine? Because everybody cannot come to the spa.
I agree. I
It's
agree.
not pocket friendly. So many
Agree.
times. So, what are the remedies that you
The
advise?
most important thing I was telling you is, of course, staying hydrated.
Yes.
And there are 4 golden rules which you must never forget.
Listen carefully.
That is CTMS.
Okay.
It's cleanser, toner, moisturizer, and sunscreen.
Okay.
We all have to do this routine twice a day.
Once again.
Very important. CTMS.
Okay.
It's cleanser, toner, moisturizer, and sunscreen. I swear by it. It's really wonderful. And when you are, when you go in the morning, it's important to cleanse your skin properly, tone it, just very basic ingredients, moisturize it properly. After you have a shower, moisturize it again, put sunscreen, even if you're sitting at home. It's really, really important, and in the night as well. Sunscreen is a very, very important thing, which is actually not given its due. You won't believe the lights or any powerful light can give you pigmentation. The sunscreen is a protector. It protects, from aging.
I think I'll, like to know actually more about it, because sunscreen sometimes that SPF, that content
Yeah.
becomes a confusion which one will suit me.
I know.
And many times I have bought many sunscreens which gives you a whitish, the feeling
Yeah.
on your skin.
Yeah.
So might be that's the reason.
It is actually, this is basically the sun protection factor, which you call that SPF.
F.
Exactly. It's like 50, 60, 100.
Yes, correct.
Exactly. It's about the time or the minutes that it's going to protect you, and you need to apply it again.
Okay.
But the white thing that you're talking about, it's a moisturizing agent. It will definitely seep into your skin.
Oh, it
it's
does.
like a protector.
Okay.
Definitely it is.
So it's safe to go ahead
Absolutely,
with those kind of things.
CTMS. That's a rule. Remember, ladies.
Okay, so you, Usha ji, you have seen me getting groomed in the last 1.5 years.
Yeah.
So, and as I told you, like I had been a regular, she has been actually my mentor for the skincare and everything in that. So, what is the best thing that you think that I did when I came to you?
I think the one most important thing you did was what we did for you was taking care of your skin. I think your skin is looking wonderful now. Even if you do makeup, Preeti, but if your skin itself is not good, even the makeup is not going to look good.
Yeah.
You have to have a beautiful, hydrated skin, even for makeup to look good on it. So it's really important to have a lovely, hydrated skin. And most importantly, your hair is looking wonderful now. It's not looking dry and damaged.
They were fully damaged.
Fully damaged. It's looking very healthy. It's looking really nice.
Thank you.
I think these are the 2 things that really, really helped you. I think it really helped you a lot.
No, definitely. See, it was here. I want everyone to know it apart from the treatments that I took it from Usha ji, it was the home remedies that she just told. Even though apart from that, I was taking care of my skin with all the natural oils and the remedies that we get from our kitchen only. I was not keen to buy, and she never told me to buy or advised me to buy this product or that product. The treatments that I was getting, that's it. And apart from that, everything from my kitchen. So we'll have another session for my kitchen remedies.
Absolutely. Why not? Why not? We have so many healthy things in our house that can be used. If you remember, when we were kids, we were only using multani mitti.
Besan, multan.
Besan.
Now also.
No, these
Turmeric.
are turmeric. Of course, these are all the ingredients that are already in our
honey,
products.
turmeric, cinnamon, and all
Absolutely.
coffee.
But there are so many things from nature
Sure.
that still we don't know about, which are available in the products.
Yes.
So because nature is it's like so big. There are so many amazing things out there.
It's mysterious actually
Yeah.
how one product can give you so many different kind of remedies.
Absolutely.
It's not that it's only
something that's probably growing in your garden.
yeah, we never realized it.
Exactly.
I didn't know actually when you spoke about it. There's a plant in my garden and it smells so good, like pepper smell and all that. I used to think, oh wow, what a wonderful somebody. I think before when we came into this house had planted it. One day somebody came to our house and they said, oh, you have such a beautiful medicinal plant in your garden. I said, which plant are you talking about? I had no idea.
Exactly.
The leaves actually of that plant, you can pluck them, boil them. If you have cough and cold, just drink that water and it will go off.
Lovely. Exactly.
I didn't even know about it. I used to only think like pepper
That's
smell
what I
is
said,
coming.
the nature has so much to give to us.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. We don't know how to use it.
We'll learn. So, one message that you want to give to the female, to all the women who are listening to you today, to be bold, beautiful, and graceful.
Yeah. I think it's about self-care. As I said, love yourself, take care of yourself, give some time to yourself every single day. Maybe it's half an hour, 45 minutes. A little bit of movement, a little bit of exercise, it really really goes a long way. You've been a very big advocate of that. Like you work out a lot and you spend time on yourself. I know that all women don't have the liberty to do that. They are working, they take care of their children, their house.
But it's not about the liberty, I would say. I'll just say you need to fetch that time for yourself.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Nobody is going to come and give you.
Nobody. You've got to snatch that little bit of time. I know it's easier said than done.
Yes.
I'm not going to be judging. I know we have support systems. I totally agree. But I feel that a little self-care is going to go a long way. When you start taking care of yourself, is that when you're going to be a stronger mother, a better entrepreneur, a better spokesperson for women's health. So like you are. So I think, yes, that you've taken the step to take care of yourself, correct? Yes. And that's where you've also changed the perspective.
It totally changed.
Yeah.
As I say, that it wasn't that I was not enjoying my life. I was not beautiful
Yes, you were
before.
happy.
I was doing it's actually sometimes it's very challenging for me to control my own energy to stay calm. Okay, fine, now I'm not doing anything now. But now when I have learned that I need to prioritize my things first and then I have to see that everything is sorted in my life around me.
Yeah.
It's so beautifully adjusted now. The timetable that I made for myself actually has become the timetable for my family now.
Absolutely.
They respect it so beautifully, and
it's very important to set up a routine.
Yeah.
I think
there's no harm in taking care of yourself, spending time for yourself. There's no harm.
I know.
Everyone should do that.
I think routine is very important.
Discipline.
Yeah, discipline and routine. It's really important. I know when we are younger, we get bored. I did this every day. But as you grow a little bit older, I think this discipline is going to take you a very long way.
Definitely. In the last, before we end up this session with Usha ji, one word or one sentence that defines you. That defines Mrs. Usha Jagdish Asher.
Oh, that's so lovely. I think something that that is very similar to my name is I think it would be unstoppable. I think all women are unstoppable. I think I'm such a big feminist, and I think yes, I think the world revolves around women. I think women make the world go round. I think yes, I know men and women are equal partners in life, but I think women are really the heart and soul of every house. I think that's really important. So, yeah, I would call myself unstoppable.
So, with this unstoppable note, we'll end this podcast. But before ending, I want to once again thank you, Usha ji, for being here with me. And definitely, the talk was candid. The suggestions and
candid.
ideas were so candid, and I'm sure everyone
Yes.
listening to us is going to love them.
I know when I talk to you, I don't need to prepare. It's like we're friends, we're chatting.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, what has been my journey, and how can we make women feel very, very special,
Beautiful.
beautiful and special at Vitality Wellness and Spa.
Please do visit in case if you're in Bahrain, or even if you're not in Bahrain, come to Bahrain and visit
Oh,
Vitality.
that's amazing. This is also for the women of Bahrain.
Yes, women of Bahrain. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with us, and I'll see you very soon in the next episode of Be Candid with Preeti.